I get that people are probably wanting more mutants in Fantastic Four, but I think we've got enough announcements for now. So Marvel Studios had just finished their panel, in which was taking place during this year's D23. And although they didn't quite reveal the Phase 5 that everyone was hoping they would, there are still plenty of brand new announcements that we can discuss. So much so in fact that there are probably quite a few things that I'm leaving out in this video, as I can't possibly keep track of everything that has been announced by Marvel Studios. And because I wasn't quite able to talk about the 3 brand new Disney Plus shows yesterday, I think now is fair to touch on them briefly within this same video alongside the brand new announcements that have been revealed today. Plus I do have quite a few things to say about each show. Now first and foremost we do have Miss Marvel, which is something that has been in the works for quite a long time at this point, since Kevin Feige did mention years ago that they did have plans for Kamala Khan in the near future. Although it was a no-brainer in that we would eventually get to see the character in the MCU. Although I can't help but think that it feels a little too soon to bring in Kamala Khan into the MCU, given that she is a legacy character and Captain Marvel hasn't even been in the MCU for that long. That's not to say that I'm not hyped for the show, as a matter of fact I am, and I am a fan of Kamala Khan as a character, but if anything I was expecting Kamala Khan to appear in Captain Marvel 2 first, although I do suspect that Miss Marvel will coincide with Captain Marvel 2 in a similar fashion to how WandaVision will coincide with Doctor Strange 2. Next up we have She-Hulk, and I know that non-MCU fans are probably going to assume the MCU have been rogue by introducing a female Hulk, but the truth is Jennifer Walker is one of the most popular female Marvel characters, and it was well overdue for her to appear in the MCU. And I truly am looking forward to this one, because She-Hulk has always been a fun character, and I feel like there's a lot you can do with a She-Hulk series, and given that she's finally going to make her introduction into the MCU, it would be fun to see Bruce Banner appear in the She-Hulk show at some point in time. Because so far at least we have no idea on where the MCU will be taking the Hulk in the future, and it would be nice for him to interact with his cousin. And last but certainly not least, we have my most anticipated out of the 3 brand new Disney Plus shows in the form of Moon Knight, and it is about time that we have him in the MCU. He has been a heavily demanded character for the MCU for quite a while at this point, and there is quite a lot you can do with Mark Spector as well as his mental state. Although my only real concern for Moon Knight is that it isn't going to be as dark and gritty as Daredevil or The Defenders, but at the same time I'm pretty sure that Marvel Studios will find a way to pull this one off, and I would hope that they will do some sort of crossover with Moon Knight and Blade, given that they both blend into the supernatural element of the MCU. And moving on to the movie side of things, there was in fact a trailer that was released for the Black Widow movie, although it was only shown exclusively at D23. But given that we do have quite a while before the film comes out, I highly doubt that they are actually going to release this trailer to the public anytime soon, but I would hope that they would release it within the next few months at the very least. But from what's been said, majority of the trailer consists of Natasha Romanoff facing off against Yelena Belova, who many people would know is in fact the second Black Widow, or in some cases the Dark Widow. And it was stated somewhere in the trailer in that Yelena is mentioned to be Natasha's sister. Whether they are just sisters in arm or if they're just biologically related has yet to be seen. Plus it has been said that the trailer had some glimpses of the Red Guardian, as well as Natasha wearing a white suit, and even some shots of her facing off against Taskmaster, in which has been said that the fight scenes will be more reminiscent to that of the Winter Soldiers. And while I can't help but feel that the Black Widow movie just feels like filler at this point given the events of Endgame, I'm honestly more excited for Black Widow than I am almost anything that is coming out of Phase 4 thus far. Then moving on to the next film within Phase 4, we did get some more glimpses of the Eternals, or at the very least the concept art featuring their costumes, as well as some casting news. And from what I can see, the costumes themselves sort of remind me of the Inhuman costumes, although much more realistic and better quality I would imagine. And I've gotta say, they do look pretty nice, and it is clear that a lot of them will have colourful suits. Plus we do have some pretty big casting news in that Gemma Chan will in fact be coming back to the Marvel Universe and that she will be playing Cersei for the Eternals. Which I truly think is awesome because Gemma Chan is a wonderful actress and I am glad that they are keeping her around in the MCU and playing a completely different character. Plus, as a personal side note, this does raise the opportunity for Mads Mikkelsen to come back in the MCU and portray Doctor Doom, which would just be the best casting ever. But going back to Eternals, it has been revealed in that Kit Harington will in fact be playing the Black Knight, which is very interesting news. I don't know too much about the character of the Black Knight, nor do I know too much about Kit Harington and how well he is as an actor. But based on my brief observation on each, I do feel like this must be perfect casting. And it would be pretty intriguing to see how the Black Knight is going to blend into the Eternals, because I don't really see the connection here, honestly, unless I'm missing something. But quite possibly the biggest news of them all is that they did finally announce Black Panther 2 as well as its release date. And it will be coming at us on May 6th, 2022. So this might either be the last film for Phase 4 or the first film for Phase 5. Unfortunately, there's no subtitle for Black Panther 2 as of now, and we have no idea on what the plot is going to be, so the possibility on someone like Namor or even Doctor Doom being the main film for Black Panther 2 is still up in the air. Although it is expected in that majority of the cast from the first Black Panther film, aside from Eric Killmonger, will be coming back for Black Panther 2. And honestly, I'm really happy that they did announce Black Panther 2 and that it is going to be within Phase 4 or Phase 5, because Black Panther is my favourite film within the Marvel Cinematic Universe thus far, and I do suspect that Ryan Coogler has some massive plans for the character moving forward that will blow everyone away. Which could be the reason on why he didn't want to blow his load already and reveal the plot summary. And I'm sure that majority of the people were expecting a full-on Phase 5 announcement with the likes of Captain Marvel 2, Fantastic Four and even the X-Men being announced, but truth be told, I do feel like they have announced more than enough projects for now. And as much as I'd want to hear the announcement of a Fantastic Four movie, at the same time there are plenty of new announcements as well as the entirety of Phase 4 that do seem to have a lot of promise to them. But given that Phase 4 is going to be incredibly short, I feel like we'll get a Phase 5 announcement before we even know it. So what do you think of all of the brand new announcements that were revealed at D23? Are you happy with the new casting for the Eternals? Are you looking forward to the brand new Disney Plus shows? And are you a little bummed out in that we do have quite a long wait for Black Panther 2? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.